Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue and I am back for another Bondy Blue show. All right, yes, I'm in a robe. I'm comfortable, okay? It's brand new, fresh out the pack. Shout out to Funky Daniva. I'm loving it right now, for real. It's real soft. It's Sherpa. I got it off Amazon. Anyway, because I know somebody was going to ask. But let's go ahead and get into these topics for the week. All right, y'all. So let's just talk about Nene Leakes and her text message to Wendy Williams while Wendy Williams was on air with Jerry O'Connell. Was that Jerry O'Connell? I believe that was Jerry O'Connell. Okay. And she ended up saying, having this emotional moment and crying and saying that Nene had said something and it was this huge secret and she wanted to quit something. And y'all, I didn't know what the hell was going on. I saw the clip and I was like, what? I mean, she's not really saying anything. Quit what? That girl ain't quitting no damn Real Housewives of Atlanta. They gonna have to drag her out of there by her blonde wig before she leaves Real Housewives of Atlanta, okay? At this point. Because now it's like, oh no, I made this. This is my show. It's one thing to leave it. It's another thing for them to say thank you for your services, okay? So I just kind of believe that, I think it might have been like something they were doing for publicity, but Nene came out and, had to post a message on Instagram about how, real friends don't put your business out there or something along those lines. Y'all get the gist. So it's out there on these internets that Greg Leakes cheated on Nene right before he was diagnosed with cancer, and that she had to quietly suffer through being a caregiver while being upset that her husband cheated on her and supposedly had a child on her. That's the rumor. That's the word on the curb. So I don't know if that's true, but what I will say is, that would not make me feel that much different, in all honesty. Like, I know people would hope that it would, but it doesn't. Because I think that once you marry somebody, it's kind of for sicker, for poorer, for rich and in health. Y'all know what I'm saying, okay? Basically, that when somebody gets sick, if you're going to stay married to them, then yeah, you got to be there for him. But if you wanted to divorce his ass right before he, diagnosed the cancer or after he diagnosed the cancer because he had a baby on you or cheated on you for the 11th time throughout y'all relationship, then in all honesty, I feel like you should have been able to walk away. Like, you have the means and the money to make sure that he is taken care of regardless. You get him a live-in nurse, you get him a maid, and you get on your way. Okay, that's what you do. You get him a nurse, you get him a maid, and you get on your way. You don't stick around and suffer in silence for a man while, he's going through something and then you taking the brunt of everything. That just seems stupid to me. I don't even feel like she may be the type of person necessarily do that, to not come out and say what it is. And I feel like if that is what happened, then it would make sense, because there have been times when she said over and over again, y'all don't know what he does, but she does that with everybody. She does that with Cynthia as well. At the end of the day, we know that Cynthia isn't always the nice girl, but that doesn't mean that she deserves to get treated like trash by you because she didn't kiss your ass for 5 minutes. Like, I just don't agree with that. And, they haven't really come out and said if any of this is true. So, I'm saying fingers crossed. But if it's on Real Housewives of Atlanta, it would definitely give the show the jolt it needs, because, bitch, you're on. Okay? Snoresville. All right? Then, y'all, Wendy's divorce was finally finalized this week. So she and Kevin Hunsaw are no more. Congratulations. We're so glad that you got away from that. But I would like to mention that Wendy getting on her show and saying something via text message, I hope that was for stunts and shows. Because you've been doing this shit for way too long for you not to be able to keep something to yourself. Okay? I'm just saying. And when I was watching Roxanne video, she brought up a really good point about how Kevin probably kept her from having these relationships with celebrities so that she would not be getting herself mixed up in their mess. But I just kind of feel like it don't even matter either way. Like, y'all wasn't friends before you put her on blast, and then y'all became friends again. And if y'all not friends again, that doesn't surprise me, because it seems like an emotional roller coaster to be friends with Nene Leakes, bitch. So I'm just kind of like, okay, but I would hope she wouldn't do that, because I feel like that's tacky. Don't act like you had to have this response. You didn't have to have that response. And if I was Jerry O'Connell, I would have been pissed off. Bitch, this my segment. about what I got going on, and you making it about Nene leaks and your tears. And I just would have had a problem with that. I don't feel like that was the way to do it. But yeah, y'all, Wendy divorced. Nene may be on the verge of divorce. They messy. They friends. They in terrible blonde wigs. They get filler. Okay. Next. So y'all, I was gonna talk about Lori Harvey entering a not guilty plea to misdemeanor hit and run charges, because y'all know she had hit somebody and then ran. But she was charged with 2 misdemeanors, a count of resisting, delaying, obstructing a police officer, and a count of hit and run resulting in property damage. It was previously reported that she could serve up to a year in jail, but if she has her way, she'll be declared innocent. She pleaded not guilty Tuesday, January 21st in Los Angeles. Okay, that's cute. But the real story is she's been going around with a diamond ring on her wedding band finger, making us all believe that she in future may be getting married in the future, or they may already be married in the present. Either way, I have some things to say about this. Can I run off a list? Oh, so y'all for real with this? Black Pam Anderson and Tommy Lee, STDs and DUIs. Worse and worser. Shout out the future. Percocet and parking tickets. Mr. I'ma get you pregnant. Cocaine and glass coffee tables. Mommy issues and daddy issues. What is? Cause you know that I'm toxic. Booty in a cheek. Coming to a theater near you. Itchy and scratchy. Buku leather and buku spandex. Buku sweat. Taking flights and holding in thoughts. She has a stepfather, and so do all of his kids. So yeah, y'all, that's kind of just how I see Lori Harvey in future. That's just kind of how I see it, okay? Ultimately, they're super cute. I wish them all the best. So y'all, Oprah had some real big clitoris energy this week. She went on the morning show, on CBS's morning show with Gayle King and the rest of them people, and talked about how ain't no Russell Simmons scared her from doing not a goddamn thing. Because, you know, everybody assumed that she stepped out of this Russell Simmons documentary featuring some of the women who have accused him of sexual assault because Russell Simmons was backing her into a corner. But from what I understand, Oprah said, oh no, okay, Russell Simmons will never punk me, okay? That's what Oprah said. And when I saw it, I enjoyed it. I loved it. I appreciated the energy of it all, okay? Because ultimately, she is Oprah. Whether you like her or not, she's Oprah. And he's Russell Simmons, and that's great. But he's not Oprah. And I've read some of those stories, and you guys, I just don't ever like to be the person that doesn't believe the woman. But Oprah did say that there was some inconsistencies in the documentary, and she got more information and more of a broad story when she listened to the girls just tell their stories to her versus the way the documentary was putting it together. So she decided to back out of that because she didn't have full control of what was going on, and she didn't want to have another Never Never Land situation, okay? Now, since that glorious moment, okay, of dick swingage, his daughter came out, 17-year-old Aiko Simmons and her sister Meek, okay? They had some things to say. It was a picture of them talking, and it says, "You don't even know how mad Oprah makes me." And I'm just kind of like, look, I'm not even going to act like I don't understand why, Oprah would be making you upset. Like, that's your dad. I get it. But at the same time, little sis, your dad is Russell Simmons. Basically, it feels like he's covering up R. Kelly with Yoda, okay? And I know y'all don't want me to use that example, but Russell does like his young girls right on the cusp of legal, just as R. Kelly does, okay? I'm just saying. How old was Kimora? Okay. How old was he? I'm just saying. No man in his late 20s or early 30s should be marrying or in a relationship with somebody whose age has teen on the end. Just saying. It's not right. But I talked to y'all about how I felt about Oprah and this whole argument, of her taking down black men. She says it's ridiculous. I feel like it's ridiculous. And I made my point that in that last video, but I'll reiterate for the people in the back. My point still remains that when somebody is doing specific genre media, meaning I am catering to a certain crowd at this point. Okay, I had to cater to white people so that I can get the access that I got, so that I can now hire all these black people and afford them more opportunities. But yes, I had to give a little bit of myself away, just like all the rest of us do when we go to jobs we hate and work for people we can't stand, who are probably working and voting in the opposite of our best interests. And we make them richer by being employed by them. And we think just because we get a little funky fucking check from them that it's worth it. So I'm trying to understand why anybody would look at Oprah, who did it for billions, okay, is really that flawed. When would you have made better decisions personally? I doubt it. Okay, but ultimately, you guys, I feel like when you are talking about a specific subset of people, you're going to be talking about their negativities more than anybody else. Okay, but there are a plethora of documentaries out about Harvey Weinstein, but y'all black ass is not watching it. Y'all are watching everything that the black people do. So when the black people talk about black people and not white people, y'all are now upset. But when Oprah was only talking to white people back in the day, y'all didn't have anything, y'all didn't have anything positive to say about that. It was all negative. It was all, Oprah, it panders to white people. And she probably really did, but she had to in order to get to where she is now. And I know that might fall on deaf ears. I know some of y'all may not understand that, but in the grand scheme of things, people had to make more sacrifices spiritually with the jobs that they took and the people that they pandered to and the asses they had to kiss in order to get to a place where they can provide something more for people who look like them. That is the way I see Oprah, right, wrong, or indifferent. That is the way I see her. I understand that. I get that, and it is what it is. But I'm not about to sit up here and act like I feel like she's bashing black men for calling out or possibly doing documentaries about Russell Simmons. I'm not crying for alleged rapists. I'm just not doing that. So yeah, go on away from me with this. Let's move on. So have y'all seen this video of Ciara from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta's, her teenage daughter, 14-year-old daughter, getting jumped by the mama and the daughter in the girl's bathroom down at the school, North Atlanta High School? Y'all seen that? I don't care what is going on. If I ever have to deal with a situation to where somebody's parent thinks that it's okay to put their hands on my child, I'm probably going to jail after that. Because I will probably show up to the school with the pistol in my purse. And I'm trying to beat the shit out of anybody. Plus, cap them in the knees. We ain't gonna kill nobody. It ain't that deep. But I definitely shoot your ass below the waist. Okay? I definitely will. I'm very, very bothered by this. This is not okay. And I know people have to deal with all kind of ignorant shit from ignorant parents with their terrible fucking kids that they don't take care of. But as soon as something go down at the school, you want to show up to fight. But you ain't been at a parent-teacher conference since the baby started school. So yeah, I just, I really didn't like that. And I'm glad that the lady got arrested and didn't get away with it. Because initially it seemed like she'd gotten away with it. Child, the way they had Ciara standing outside the school in a bonnet and a big ass fur coat, I said, what in the hood rich lady is going on here? She look like she got bags of cocaine and weed inside that fur coat. So when the story initially comes out, everybody is sympathetic to Ciara and her daughter. Her 14-year-old daughter that's getting jumped by a mother and daughter combo at the school in the girl's bathroom. That's too much. But then, upon further investigation and more people coming out on social media to voice their opinions, they feel like Ciara's activities on the reality shows have negatively affected her daughter, who now thinks it's okay to run around stunting, glossing, and bullying people. Okay? And there was a video put out of her punching this dude in the head in class, and he might have liked her because he didn't hit her back. But the way she was hitting him, I wouldn't have been mad if he would have hauled off and knocked her big ass out. Like, that's how I felt about it. She was hitting him that hard in the head. And it was so unnecessary. And I know that reality television has completely distorted everybody's frame of mind. But every confrontation does not need to be handled with them hands. And you better know that just because you fought the last person and whooped their ass don't mean the next one won't whoop yours, okay? So you need to enter every fight with fear in your heart, because you never know what can happen. They got a whole bunch of humbuggish ass bitches that ain't got cut in the face because they wanted to play, pussy and didn't know they were about to get fucked. So I'm just saying that I don't like none of that. Like, I don't like none of that hood booger ghetto bullshit where all y'all want to do is fight and have problems and have attitudes and have fake hair and fake nails and teach your daughters never to have any real self-confidence about themselves that's not attached to money and some other bitch's hair. You know what I'm saying? So I can definitely see how Ciara's lifestyle on television has probably negatively affected her daughter's views on how to handle situations that she's uncomfortable with, okay? Now, the daughter 14, but she looked big, all right? She looked 17. She looked like that generation after mine, okay, that looked like they was just eating all the hormones and all of the chicken and all of the milk. If it's true that Ciara's daughter was setting that little girl up to get jumped by 4 or 5 girls, which is why there were a few other girls in the bathroom at the time, okay? And then the mama came because she thought they was gonna jump her daughter, and it's like, nah, beat your big ass, little girl. You know, I understand that. I understand that, y'all, and that probably would be me getting arrested. Didn't I say I would get arrested? If the story is being told correctly, I'm sorry, y'all, but I probably would have been the mom with the mug shot. Because if you think you're gonna jump my fucking kid in the bathroom at school and I ain't gonna show up and tear all y'all asses up, you got another thing coming. But either way, y'all, it's just an unfortunate situation. And if it's not the way people are trying to tell it, I do feel really bad for Ciara's daughter. Either way, it's just not a good thing. And then she, had contusions and all of that. It wasn't like she got out the fight without getting beat up. So, like, it's unfortunate. But, I could definitely see how Ciara, being somebody on a reality show that's always so quick to throw a purse and fall at somebody, okay, I can totally understand why her daughter would then feel like she can go around handling things physically, and sometimes those things turn around on your ass, okay? That's why I'm telling y'all, don't be like that, because you could be Ciara's daughter, you think you about to bully somebody and you end up getting your ass whipped by somebody's mama and them, okay? That's too much. That's not cool, y'all. Lena Waithe and her wife then broke up already. Lord, let's read what Gossip had to say. Lena Waithe and her wife Alana Mayo are divorcing. The news comes from Lena and her estranged spouse, whose joint reps released a statement confirming their breakup. And I quote, "After careful thought and consideration, we have decided to part ways. We have nothing but support for one another and ask that you respect our privacy during this time." Of course you do. You all do. Only back in November did they tie the knots in the first place at the San Francisco courthouse. So now that they're separating after only 2 months of marriage, years in a relationship, right? But either way, it's just unfortunate, that it ended that quickly. But it doesn't surprise me. Lena Waithe is on a wave, okay? And the lesbians and the ones who want to pretend like they're lesbians come out. Okay, the bisexuals, we come out. Okay, because Lena Waithe cut all her hair off and got swagged out and, is now critically acclaimed and rich. Of course, girls are going to be throwing their hobo chic cooch at you, okay? Yes. So rumors are now swirling that Queen and Slim Ryder was unfaithful. Love B. Scott reports that Alana and Lena's quickie wedding was actually to salvage their relationship after multiple instances of Lena's infidelity. A source adds, after their wedding, Lena's alleged cheating continued. Even after they married, Lena was still buying designer gifts, Chanel, Gucci, for other women. Ooh, you terrible. It is terrible. Meanwhile, sources are saying that Lena already moved on with another woman, Harriet actress Cynthia Erivo. Child, they ain't gonna stay together neither. If she couldn't be faithful to the one before her, she's probably not gonna be faithful to Cynthia. It's just probably not gonna go down like that. But they both bald-headed and cute. Gossip sources say that Lena and Cynthia are a couple and allegedly living together. Damn, bitch, talk about hop, skip, and a jump. Social media users have also been pointing out that the two seem especially close in pictures, that there's a trolling Twitter account dedicated to allegations about the maybe couple. Yeah, they got some pictures out here, them looking a little bit too snuggly for my liking. If that was my wife, I would be like, bitch, take another picture with your head next to her head and see what happened to you. Now, so far, all of this is rumored, but still, where there's smoke, there's fire. Yeah, not surprised at all. Not surprised in the slightest. On canceled ambitions. I am so upset. I had fell off a little bit. I hadn't seen it since they had that first winter break. But But I'm just really upset. It was a really good show. And sometimes you have to give a show 2 or 3 seasons before people really catch on. You just got to stay steadfast in the quality. And people will come. I feel like they never give shows enough time on these black networks. That is so exhausting. We want to see the shows. We don't want y'all to cancel shit because we got caught up in life and haven't watched our DVR in a few weeks. What the hell? Gabrielle Union. I hadn't really been talking about this situation because I just didn't want to. Okay, but we all know that Gabrielle Union was not asked back to AGT, America's Got Talent, on NBC because she went out there and said that y'all sexist and racist on here. That's what y'all be out here doing, and I am no longer comfortable sitting here not saying anything about it. And now Terry Crews, who's also a part of America's Got Talent, has been speaking out against her, which is kind of ridiculous since he is like the poster child for another man touch my nuts and I want to sue. Okay, so you know, in the whole Me Too movement, Terry Crews went like deltoids deep into the whole Me Too movement, and this is an extension of that. So to see him not be supportive and to actually speak out against some of the things that Gabrielle Union and other people have said, it just kind of raises a question mark about, was Terry Crews being 100% authentic from the very beginning? I'm starting to question it. Let's read. Gabrielle Union does not seem happy with Terry Crews. She seems to have responded to his recent comments about her exit from NBC's America's Got Talent. Gabrielle Union was a judge on the show for 1 season before being fired. It was quickly reported that she was let go for allegedly speaking up about toxic work environment and was reportedly told that her hairstyles were too black. Terry Crews, who hosts the series, has been noticeably neutral. He responded to news of her firing on Twitter in November and wrote, "You're the best, Gabrielle. You will be missed." Fans took issue with his generic tweet, considering Gabrielle Union stood up for him amid his Me Too claims that he had been sexually assaulted in Hollywood. Interestingly enough, he's now spoken out. He said during an interview with Today, "I haven't reached out, but I haven't heard anything." He added, "First of all, I can't speak for sexism because I'm not a woman, but I can speak on behalf of any racism comments. That was never my experience on America's Got Talent. In fact, it was the most diverse place I have ever been in my 20 years of entertainment." It looks like Gabrielle Union caught wind of what he had to say. She responded to a fan who showed their support on Twitter and wrote, "Thank you, 'cause girl, truth telling, wanting change and having multiple witnesses who bravely came forward to let everyone know I didn't lie or exaggerate really exposes those who enthusiastically would throw you under the bus, forgetting quickly who stepped up for their truth." She added, "Why anyone would gleefully get up on TV and tell lies that no one disputed, but we already know." Meaning that Crews is trying to save his damn job. Okay, we don't know how many more seasons they're gonna give Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Maybe he needs to make sure he's making this shmoney while he can make it. And a part of that is kind of throwing Gabrielle Union under the bus with her situation to try to make it seem like, oh, well, Terry Crews speaks out about Me Too and racism. So if he says it didn't happen, then it didn't happen. Yeah, no, that's not working. That's not working at all, okay? Not for me. I don't doubt it at all. Like, I just don't. I've worked in corporate America. I don't doubt it at all. That is usually what happens. There are usually racist comments. There are usually sexist comments. You usually don't get the job the way you want to, or you have to work 10 times as hard. Like, there's always something that seems to just transcend any different type of corporate environment at the end of the day, and that is the racism and the sexism. Period. So I'm more inclined to believe Gabrielle Union, and I am side-eyeing the shit out of Terry Crews because, like she said, you didn't have to say anything at all, and maybe that would have been best. But it's obvious you trying to appease somebody or keep that job, and that's why you decided to unnecessarily, as she said, gleefully lie about some shit that people didn't already said is the truth. So, yeah. But they're currently investigating that situation. We'll see how it all turns out. And now, since I've been brought to talk about it, the next time something new comes out about it, you'll hear it from me as well. All right. So, y'all, They said Tracee Ellis Ross out here thotting and bopping with Kenya Barris. Y'all know that's the producer of Blackish. I said, oh no, you ain't out here messing with a married man, are you? I hope not. That's terrible. Okay, a man that's been married to his wife since 1999. A man who got 6 kids with his wife. Now, it's all alleged. It's all alleged, but I swear, the last thing we need is for one of our goofy faves, Tracee Ellis Ross, to be put in a Nicole Murphy category. Now, in August, out of nowhere, Kenya announced that he's leaving his family and splitting from his wife of 20 years. The news of Kenya suddenly ending his marriage shocked everyone, including his wife, who we're told was surprised by the divorce filing. Now here comes the tea. B. Scott is claiming that actress Tracee Ellis Ross is currently dating Kenya. He's still officially married but separated from his wife. The timeline of when the two actually began their relationship, however, is unknown. But Kenya and Tracee have been working closely together as colleagues since the show Blackish premiered September 24th, 2014. So yeah, y'all, I don't know. I hope it's not that. This would be very Joan-esque. Okay, it would just be some Joan foolishness for Tracee to do. I mean, ultimately, if their relationship started after this man decided to separate from his wife, I don't feel no type of way, but it seemed a little suspect, allegedly. All right, y'all, and lastly, Meek Mill's Nicki Minaj and her husband Kenneth Petty got into it in Beverly Hills. Okay, let me go ahead and read and tell y'all what Media Takeout is saying. So Nicki Minaj and her husband initiated a shouting match with Meek Mill and his crew while shopping yesterday in Beverly Hills. Shortly afterwards, a man went online claiming that he stepped in the middle of it and threatened Nicki Minaj's husband Kenneth Petty. The man who told the tale is a well-known Los Angeles gangster and rapper named Wretch. A quick look on his ig shows Wretch with machine guns and stacks of money. It's clear that he is really about that life. Yeah, about that getting arrested because the federale hood's been watching my fucking Instagram for 6 months life, but whatever. What is also clear is that Wretch is not one of Meek's close-knit crew. So why was he in a store threatening everyone? Well, Wretch went on IG Live yesterday and explained how he stepped into an argument between Meek and Nicki Minaj's husband Kenneth Petty in Beverly Hills. And according to Wretch, he threatened Kenneth Petty for talking crazy. Wretch says he was ready to kill him right in the store. Wretch is not a member of Meek's crew and certainly does not speak for Meek. In fact, ever since being incarcerated, Meek has done his best to steer clear of violence and street nonsense. Media Takeout News spoke to someone close to the situation who disputes everything that Wretch is saying. He's telling 100% lies, the source explained. What we know for sure is that cooler heads prevailed, and instead of getting gangsta with Nicki's man, Wretch posed for pics with Nicki instead. Meek and his crew left separately from Wretch. I did see those pictures of him with Nicki Minaj and him with Meek Mill seemingly in the same place in the same wardrobe. So yeah, I saw that. In the video that they posted, it's just people screaming back and forth, and Nicki saying that they got like 50 people outside, and Kenneth saying they got like 100 people outside, we good, and all of this. And I'm just kind of like, what was the point of this? Like, what was the point? And so it is supposed that all of this beef between Meek and Nicki and therefore Kenneth is because of the Drake situation. Y'all know that Nicki and Drake fell out and now Meek and Drake are friends. So now Nicki feels some type of way. Child, I don't know. I don't know if any of that's true. I just know y'all was definitely in that store screaming and hollering at each other for whatever reason. I'm sure we'll get a Queen Radio at some point with her screaming and hollering and using audio effects in order to express to us what happened from her point of view. And I can't wait for it. All I know is y'all need to calm the hell down. There is no need for that. Y'all should have just gave the head nod and kept it pushing. Y'all didn't even really need to have words with one another. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad nobody got arrested because Meek don't need to be in no situation like that. This was just all messy and for no damn reason. And people just out here nosy recording shit. So yeah. But I thought it was old news. Somebody was acting like it happened before Nicki and Kenneth got married because they kept saying the then boyfriend. So I didn't know what was really going on, but that's what Media Takeout said about it. All right. But that's all I got to say. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Love y'all for y'all support. Hope y'all have a good week. See y'all in the next one.